Class 3 over 1,200 metres is the second race of the day, coming out of Happy Valley. Of course, the rating band 82 with 16 at the top is Decisive 12. His form's been a little bit hit and miss recently, Decisive 12. Royal Bomb hasn't been seen since the last day meeting in Happy Valley back on the 31st of October racing. Fighter for Dinner Shipstorm Warnings in the lineup as well. Still a maiden from 13 runs. Wood on Fire was really awkward out of the gates in his most recent start. Folds, he's improved, I think, in a recent barrier trial. War of Courage was runner-up behind the Hulk last start. Comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Run Cool and Seizing the Moment there off a mark of 61 for Karis Teeton and John Size. Doesn't appear here, Nick, to be a great deal of pace in this race.
No, there wouldn't be, and the top weight Decisive 12, who's possibly handicapped to his absolute maximum. He's drawn 10. He does like to go forward, so he's going to have to come across one or two. Run Cool's a horse who puts himself on the pace. So too High Rise Soldier, and he's drawn well in barrier number 1, so that's going to certainly play to his strengths as well here, Paul. And one or two that we'll be getting back, and there'll be one or two caught wide. Yeah, look, Storm Warnings is look. He's had the new stable. He used to go forward, but he's gone back his last couple of starts. So we'll see where he ends up.
We'll highlight the past performance first of all of the War of Courage. Now this was at Sharton. Comes to Happy Valley for the first time as a 5-year-old, a 3-time winner here, Nick, from his 26 starts, and wasn't beaten far on this occasion. No, he wasn't. This was quite a nice run back on the 16th of January. So hopefully this form holds up. Look, he's passed a good few late on and was only beaten 3/4 behind the Hulk. So I liked what he was doing in the finish, Paul. First run around the Valley, obviously an unknown, but he's in good form. Yeah, I'll put him in as look. He's got a good draw. He should get a nice run. Jerry Chowboard as well, and we know he's capable. Another one that comes to Happy Valley for the first time is Run Cool for Frankie Law and Harry Bentley. He's been better in his last two assignments. Paul beaten by Metro Warrior and Alkari last start. Yeah, good runs, but they've both been down the straight. So I just wonder, coming round the bend here at Happy Valley, look, he has run obviously around the bend at Sharton before, up to 1,400 metres. Look, I wasn't sure about him, so I just left him out. He's a little bit in and out for me, this guy. He seems to follow up a good run with a not-so-good one next time. But he is interesting, obviously, coming here to Happy Valley for the first time. And he has got £2 more to carry as well, so a little bit more on his plate. The bottom weight in the race is Seizing the Moment. He's well back here. Was only beaten 2 1/4 at the line, Nick, here behind Winning Method. I thought he stayed on well enough at the end. Yeah, he did. He did indeed. He's only had the 5 runs, and he's run encouragingly actually on all five of them. Karis Teeton picks up a couple of really nice rides for John Size at this meeting, so it could be a good meeting for the Mauritian. Drawn well. I think he's ready to nearly win this horse, Paul. Yeah, he comes in well at the weights, a low draw. He just needs to get a little bit closer, I think, in the run. He sort of tends to get himself too far back and then run on strongly. But look, I do like him. I have got him on top. Couple of trials to highlight now, and the first of them is Royal Bomb, who hasn't been seen since the end of October. Here he is in this trial. He's got the tongue tie on here, Paul. He has one, I should say, from his 11 starts, but just the one course and distance here for the first time. Yeah, so coming here to Happy Valley, look, I'm worried about the trip for him, 1,200 metres fresh up, so he didn't go in for me, especially from an awkward draw. Yeah, I agree fully with that. I mean, he's been tried up to a mile as well, so clearly they think he possesses that little bit more stamina than what's required to win a 1,200 metre race around Happy Valley, and 98 days since we last saw him. Now this is Folds. Cheek pieces go on. He's wearing the cheek pieces here in the trial. I thought it was all right, this trial. Nicky was caught wide first up. Wasn't an ideal first up run for him. It wasn't, no, and there was certainly encouraging signs to take out of it. Cheek pieces, as you say, are going on this trial. Look, he was pushed out towards the finish, but I don't mind that sometimes, Paul. It means they've got to work a bit, and he responded. Yeah, he did, didn't he? And I like Storm Warnings finishing off nicely down the outside under his own steam as well. Look, they have changed his running style with the new stable. He does go back now. OK, 10 to choose from in this second race, Paul. Which way did you go? With the bottom one here, Seizing the Moment, number 10. Look, he's well weighted and he'll get his opportunity, I think. War of Courage coming to the course for the first time. Wood on Fire. Look, he's been very consistent, this horse. We know he loves it. He's a 5-time course and distance winner. He'll be running on. And Decisive 12, we'll give him a chance if he does get to the front easy enough, but he has been out of form recently. But look, he has run some pretty good races earlier in the season, and he should get his own way. 10-8-5-1.
Yeah, I've gone the same way as Paul here with the top number 10, going on top, seizing the moment. I agree. I think from a good draw, he might just find himself that little bit closer to the action, and his overall form, the balance of it, is certainly good enough to win this. War of Courage goes in. I like that run last time out. Jerry Chow on board, claiming 3 is going to be a big help. Folds makes it in. He can certainly progress forward, I think, with the cheek pieces now added. And I've thrown Run Cool in. He's an intriguing runner for mine here. I think if he can bring his best form to the party, he can certainly get into the mix. 10, 8, 6 and 9.
Both the boys siding with the favourite, who is seizing the moment for Karis Teeton, currently in the market at 2.5.